Everybody, it's your girl. Hey, everybody, it's your girl Vocal with AJ Reese coming to you on this Tuesday evening. Don't mind me, y'all. I am fighting through this sinus infection and it's nerve wracking. It really is. I am way better than I was last week, but it's still lingering a little bit. But I'm not giving it no glory because guess what? I will be healed totally and completely in Jesus' name. So, I want to talk to you guys and what's been laid on my heart. I want to talk about relationships. And, you know, we can get into the different types of relationships. So, let me just say there are four different types of relationships, and there's probably more, I'm sure, but these are the four that I came across. And there are many different types, as I said, but there are four, which is focus on family relationships, friendship relationships, acquaintanceships, and romantic relationships. So I want to talk about the romantic relationships, or what should be romantic relationships, and just being able to make sure that you know we're not just jumping into stuff and finding ourselves on the other side of something that we can't seem to get out of. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep pushing this thing, and I'm gonna tell you why. I stated to you guys previously in a few videos ago about someone, a young lady I knew, and like I said, I'm still not, going to go into details out of respect and courtesy for her family. But what I want to say is, sometimes we get in these relationships and we allow people to waste our time, and that is one of the key components that we can never get back. Time. We can never get back. And I'm going to tell you something. I think for us women and men, I say to both genders, do homework. Do homework on these people that we say we're interested in. I'm telling you, if your antennas are going up about certain things, and don't get me wrong, none of us are perfect. I'm telling you, we're not. However, there will always be some red flags, some type of warning to let us know, I don't know. It's a bit off. It's a bit off. I got a piece of hair sticking up, y'all. Don't pay me no mind. But anyway, I'm saying that to say because there are times that young men or young women or older women and older men find themselves in these toxic relationships and they can't get out of them because they're so, how can I say, so vested, so deep in, and it's hard for them to get out. And I'm not saying that some don't want to get out because they do, but it's hard. And some people may be saying, well, how's it hard? Just get out of it. It's not that easy. When we are tying ourselves to someone or something that is no good for us, they are stronger and more cultivated in their craft of, if it's manipulation or verbal abuse, physical abuse. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We can't be quick to say what we wouldn't do or what we wouldn't put up with or whatever. You'd be surprised the stuff you would end up doing or settling for. That's why I tell people, be careful. Don't say what you would never do because you don't know that. You don't know that because most times when you say what you would never do, never comes to test you and show you, oh, you're going to do exactly what the other folks was doing. So sometimes we have to, not some, most times, it's important for us to be sensitive to those who are in these types of relationships. And even for us who love and support these people, we have to even ask the Lord, what is our role and how to support them? Is it an immediate type of support? Is it distant? You know, only you and God know that. Only you and God know that. But I was looking, you know me, start looking at stuff, looking up stuff. And I was reading, and part of a passage, it says toxic behavior can come in many different forms and also build up over time. A few areas of toxic behaviors to be aware of include purposeful humiliation. Purposeful humiliation, meaning it's on purpose. They're embarrassing you and humiliating you on purpose. That's not love. That's not someone who say they care. And be careful of people who always want to crack jokes in front of the public at your expense. That's them also showing you how much they don't respect you or how much they don't care for you. We have to really get to a place in our life that we call an ace a ace, a spade a spade. It is what it is. It's hurtful to accept the truth because the truth is painful. But you know what? We rather have the truth than sit up there and wallow in a lie. No, it's no good for us. Unreasonable jealousy. I'm going to give you a for instance. I'm going back to when I was very young, when I met my children's father. And I started making accomplishments in my life. And instead of him rendering basically a form of praise or, congratulatory responses, it was, oh, what you think, you better than me? Oh, I'm gonna give you an example. I had went and got my driver's permit and did my license. And once I got my driver's license, I started renting cars because I didn't have a car at the time. And the response back from them were, oh, so you renting cars so you can go out and screw other men. Not, I'm happy for you, I'm proud of you. See, I can only use me as a prime example of what toxic relationships look like. I can only speak from my end and my spectrum. And I can also speak from what I've seen also in my own family and with other women that I know and some of the things that they've been through. So we talk about that unreasonable jealousy. You would think, okay, you're happy, you're proud. No, it was always some type of negative clap back as to how they really feel about the accomplishments that I'm making in my life. And that didn't feel good at all. And let me just say, I've never been through physical abuse from a man. I have not, except for growing up as a child and my stepfather, abusing and all that. But as far as a relationship with a man, no, I haven't. But verbal, definitely. Definitely. I have definitely. It also talks about controlling behavior. Basically, I talk about, I was going to a retreat with the church. I was starting to get back into the church. My children were really little, and I was starting to get back into the church. And they were having a weekend, I think it was a weekend retreat. No, it might have been like for a few days, more than a weekend. And I was really excited. I paid off the retreat for me and my kids. I was like, this is going to be good. We're going away. And it was like when I went to tell them that we were going, nothing positive at all. Oh, I had plans for us. How you just want up and take the kids and go here and do this and do that. Now, mind you, let me just mention to you guys, prior to that, we didn't do anything. He didn't take us anywhere. We didn't go to amusement parks or to the movies or just a picnic out with just us and the children. No, never. He never took us anywhere. My hand of God, I have no reason to lie. So now all of a sudden, you had plans for us? See, we got to know the tactics of the enemy. See, Satan was getting upset because he knew he was losing his grip. And my eyes were becoming open. So, like I said, I can talk about my stuff. Hey, it is what it is. It's where I used to live. Baby, Anika don't live there no more. Vocal with AJ Reese don't live there no more. Oh, okay. So, it is best advised that, you, the victim, and as well as the person that's doing the offending, that you would seek the help of a professional therapist or some type of support group or whatever if you find yourself trapped in some type of toxic relationship. Sometimes people think it always have to be physical. It doesn't. But what we don't understand is, and what I've come to learn is, the verbal is just as worse as the physical, because guess what? Words hurt. They really do hurt. They hurt. I'm going to tell you, they cut deep, cut deep. They really do. So, one of the things that hurts most about a toxic relationship is realizing, that you got tricked into it. And when I say tricked into it, because the offender never shows you their true colors first. No, they don't. Because they already know you wouldn't do it. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. They already know you wouldn't do it. So they start off suave, smooth, or whatever it is they're doing. Then again, I don't know. This 2023, I'm going to take that back. Maybe some of them start right off like, hey, or whatever. I don't know. So maybe some women thought that was cute until they are really in it and they realize, baby, I almost lost my life. So I'm just saying to you guys, most times they don't start off like that because they already know you wouldn't deal with them. They already know you wouldn't deal with their crazy behind. Commonly, they begin just like any other relationship, or may seem too good to be true. May begin to subtly blame you for things beyond your control or pick at your faults. I can identify with that subtle blaming you for things beyond your control. Same person, kid's father, had a friend named Andrew, who's a police officer. He's probably a detective now. I don't know. People like, dang, you putting names out there? Sure is. I am. It is what it is. Oh, well. Anyway, he liked me. And I began to discern, like, this dude, he do know I'm with kid's father. Why all of a sudden you showing up at my house talking about, I thought he was here. That happened about twice. I said, he's not here. Why you? I thought he's not. So no, I didn't let him in or anything like that. I nipped it right there. So me, honest me, went and shared it with my kid's father. And instead of him saying, okay, I'm going to have a talk with him, I don't know what's up with that, he blamed me. Oh, what, you trying to sleep with my friends now? You trying to be a whore? You want to sleep with my friend? When I tell y'all that hurt and cut me to the core, because it's like, first of all, if you really know me, I'm a real woman. I don't need to go sleeping around and giving myself. Even when I didn't have a relationship with Christ, I wasn't a loose woman. Never was. So, but that was him being who he is, doing what he do, verbally abusive. And I remember we had it out. I mean, I went in on him. I said, oh, no, now we really got a problem. So he didn't say anything else about it after that. He left it alone because now he see, she's starting to fight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sister girl, yeah. So the trauma suffered in a toxic relationship gradually ramps up. And guess what else it does? Slowly drains you. What does it drain you of? Your self-worth. Alternates your support system. If you got a group of friends, and I'm going to tell you something else. I had some neighbors that lived like 2 doors from me. Really cool. We were really, really cool. He couldn't stand them. He couldn't stand them because one of them, which was one of the older sisters, she would say, you don't need no, I don't want to say the N word, but you don't need that. You don't need nobody like that talking to you like that and, want to down you all the time. He couldn't stand her. Most times when you have a support system of people that's going to point out what they see, along with what you, the individual who are in it, sees, they don't like that support system. So they try to alternate your support group. Oh, they ain't really your friend. They ain't really, you're not really my man, because a real man that really loves a woman is going to do right by her. All the way. All the way. And same for women with men. Same thing. So it leaves you feeling trapped and miserable before you even realize the signs. And it was like, it's something how there are times you may not even look at verbal or any of that as some form of abuse. But when you begin, when you allow people to come and show you what they see, and I say if you allow, because there are times women or men. I don't want to hear all that. Go ahead with all that. Or we just go off the radar. Don't want to be bothered with folk and all that. We upset, angry. People say stuff about the person. Now you mad. What you mad for? They're here to tell you the truth because they love you, not because they're trying to hurt you. And that's the thing. You have to realize, go back to realizing the signs. Realize it. Don't make everybody around you your enemy because you're going to need them same people. And I'm not saying that that's what I did. But I used to get offended when people would say stuff about him. You know, in my head, well, that's my man. Why they did it? Really? Is he, girl? Is he? Is he vocal? Well, AJ Reese, is he? Is he? Truth of the matter is, he wasn't. He was everybody's man. One of the biggest whores around. It's what it is. He was always that. He just conveyed or portrayed to me he was something he really was not. He really was not. But thank God for the truth and me accepting and embracing the truth. I'll say this. If that is you, and that is something that you are dealing with, and you are afraid to voice it verbally, voice it to God. Begin to talk to God about it. And begin to pray and ask the Lord to give you the strength to be released from it. God doesn't want his people in bondage. He doesn't want them as prisoners and slaves. That is not who God is. That is not who God sent in your life, because God is not going to send you somebody that acts and behave like Satan. That's not how God is. Look at the characteristics. What they say, watch the fruit. Where's the loving kindness? Where's the peace? Where's the joy? Where is it? Where's the patience? Where is it? If it's not there, baby, you're really by yourself. You're really by yourself, sir or ma'am. And I'm putting it out there to both. Because sometimes when we talk about this stuff, we only talk about it to women. No, there are a lot of men being abused as well. I used to intern down at the courts overnight as a part of my internship when I was in undergrad. I tell you guys I am a criminal justice major. And there were men that would come in the PFA division, which is Protection from Abuse division. And I'm telling you, my heart would go out to them as well. I'm a mother of sons, honey. I'm a mother first. I have a heart. And it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves to be mistreated. Nobody deserves it. They just don't. And I'm just saying to you, if that is you or if that's people you know, just pray for them and pray that their eyes will become open before it is too late. Remember, I mentioned in the beginning of this video and a few videos ago about a young woman I know who is no longer here. Her man, or whoever he was supposed to have been, he took her life. He took her life. He did. And I'm still heartbroken over that. Beautiful ray of sunshine, as I said before. But she's no longer here. Her or her baby. That's not what you want for your life. That's not what we want for you or ourselves. No. So that's all I have right now. I am going to talk about it some more. But I just wanted to begin the dialogue, the conversation. You guys, I pray that your day was everything you hoped it would be. I pray that your day, your evening is amazing. I pray that your day tomorrow is even better. God is awesome. That's all I can say. I love you guys. This is your girl Vocal with AJ Reese. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me because like I said, this sinus infection is getting better. I'm on antibiotics, but I need to be gone out of here. Love you guys, and Lord willing, as I always say, Thursday, we will finish chatting it up. Love you and God bless.